Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into the Lead the Partner, Own the Performance Playbook. It's aimed squarely at CX leaders, anyone managing outsourced support teams.
Yeah, and our mission here is really to help you shift your thinking.
Exactly. Moving away from just, managing a vendor to actively owning the performance. All the specifics on the playbook itself are in the caption, by the way.
And it starts with a pretty provocative claim. The playbook basically says, look, most BPO issues, they actually come from weak oversight on your side, the client side, not necessarily bad vendors.
That's a tough pill to swallow sometimes. So if it's us, where does that weak oversight usually show up first? Like, what's a common blind spot?
Well, think about the passive leader. The playbook calls them the vendor liaison.
Oh, okay. The set it and forget it type.
Exactly. They only really engage when there's a big problem, a fire drill,
Yeah.
And they tend to rely almost entirely on the BPO's own reporting without much independent validation.
Right. So active performance leadership is the opposite then.
Totally. It means you own the outcomes. You're involved up front in setting KPIs, you're consistently reviewing them, and you're leading those structured strategic check-ins. It's proactive.
And that means making sure the BPO's work actually aligns with the bigger picture, right? The overall CX and business goals.
Absolutely vital. Strategic alignment is key. So for instance, if your main business goal is faster, better customer resolution, the playbook argues your BPO needs to be optimized for first contact resolution FCR, solving it first time, not just churning through a high volume of tickets quickly.
Yeah, I can see the tension there immediately. If the goals aren't aligned, you get that checkbox compliance. They hit the volume target, but customers are still unhappy.
Precisely.
So if a leader wants to fix this, wants to drive real impact, what's like the first most valuable metric they should look at changing or introducing to get past just speed?
Okay, good question. First, you've got to move beyond weak SLAs that only focus on speed metrics, like average handle time, AHT.
Because that just encourages rushing, right?
Exactly. It can kill quality. Strong SLAs measure impact. So think first contact resolution, like we said. Think customer satisfaction, CSAT, but importantly, with some qualitative review baked in, not just the score. And definitely adherence to brand tone and policy accuracy.
Okay, so it's a more rounded view. The playbook mentions a balanced framework, kind of like what Spotify or Airbnb use, tracking metrics across maybe 3 buckets.
Yeah, that's a great model. Typically, 1, operational stuff that's your FRT, your AHT. 2, customer outcomes, CSE, FCR, QA scores.
Right, those make sense. But the third one they mention is partnership health. Things like staffing stability, agent tenure. That feels a bit, soft. Is looking at the vendor's internal culture really our job?
It absolutely is if you're a performance leader, because BPO instability, high turnover, shaky morale that inevitably creates friction for your customers. It shows up in your CSAT eventually.
Okay, so it's like a leading indicator.
Exactly. Auditing partnership health isn't micromanaging their HR, it's strategically looking ahead. It flags potential quality dips before they impact your customers.
Okay, that makes sense. I see the necessity now. But making this all work needs rhythm, right? Structure. What kind of cadence does the playbook recommend for accountability?
Yeah, structure is non-negotiable. The playbook insists on 2 critical meeting types. First, you need a weekly operational review.
Okay, what's the focus there?
Short and sharp, 30, maybe 45 minutes max. Purely focused on execution. How did we do against KPIs this week? Any backlog? What needs immediate course correction? It's tactical rapid fire.
Got it. Quick fixes. And the second type is more strategic.
Yes, that's the quarterly business review, the QBR. That's longer, maybe 60 to 90 minutes. And the focus there is completely different. Long-term trends, strategic alignment, discussing customer insights gathered by the BPO, and importantly, flagging future risks or upcoming needs, like scaling.
Weekly for tactics, quarterly for strategy. Clear. This brings up managing red flags, though. What if, say, quality metrics start to dip, but the BPO is technically still meeting the speed SLAs? How do you address that without, wrecking the relationship?
That's crucial. You have to address it promptly, but professionally. Use neutral language. Focus on the impact of the quality dip on the customer or the business, not on placing blame.
So, data-led, not emotion-led.
Absolutely. You point to the data, we're seeing CAN drop in this area, or QA scores show X. Then you work with them to set a clear, mutually agreed upon plan and timeline for correction. It's firm, but collaborative.
Okay, so wrapping this up for everyone listening, the big takeaway seems to be that real success with BPOs isn't luck. And it's not just about picking the right vendor. It hinges on structure, clarity, and you, the leader, proactively defining and driving what success actually looks like.
Couldn't have said it better. It's about managing with intent, leading the partnership, not just reacting to problems. The playbook actually offers a 90-day checklist to help leaders make this shift.
Right.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is this. Based on that idea, what's one action you could take in the next, say, 30 days? Maybe auditing your current SLAs. Do they genuinely focus on quality and customer impact, or just speed and activity?
That's a great practical challenge. Where does that transformation start for you?
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, thanks for diving deep into this with us today.
My pleasure.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.